There is a sacred rhythm to life, a divine order that moves everything at the perfect moment. When we plant a seed, we don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing. We trust the process. The same is true for your dreams, your healing, your love, and your success. Everything you desire is making its way to you, not a moment too soon or too late. It's coming. There is an invisible intelligence guiding every detail of your life. Even when you can't see it, even when it feels like nothing is happening, everything is unfolding with perfect precision. The universe is never late. It moves in harmony with your highest good, not your momentary desires. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared. You are not delayed. You are being aligned. Think about how nature works. The sun rises every morning without your effort. The seasons change without your permission. Flowers bloom only when it's their time, not when you demand them to. And yet, they always bloom. The same intelligence that makes the sun rise and the ocean tides move is the same intelligence guiding your path. You can trust it. The timing of your life is not in your hands alone. It's part of something greater, something that knows when you are ready, when others are ready, and when the pieces of your destiny finally fit together. When you look back on your past, you'll notice that the most beautiful things never came when you were begging or forcing. They arrived when you were calm, when you had surrendered, when you had learned the lessons you were meant to learn. That is divine timing. The universe waits for your energy to match what you've asked for. It doesn't respond to impatience, but it flows beautifully to your faith. Sometimes you may feel like you've been waiting too long. You've prayed, affirmed, believed, and yet nothing seems to move. But what if the waiting is not punishment? What if it's the exact ingredient your manifestation needs? A delay is often a form of protection. The universe might be saying, not yet. There's something better, or you're not ready to carry what you're asking for. You see, having something before you are emotionally or spiritually ready can harm you more than help you. Divine timing ensures that blessings don't destroy you. They elevate you. Imagine planting a seed. You water it, care for it, and give it sunlight. But you don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing. You trust that it's happening beneath the surface. That's what faith looks like. That's what trust in divine timing means. Even when you can't see the roots, something powerful is forming underground. Life works the same way. There are things developing in silence right now, opportunities, connections, healing, and transformations, all working together to bring you exactly what you need at the perfect moment. When things don't happen according to your plan, it doesn't mean your dream is denied. It only means the universe has a wiser route. Maybe the person you thought was right for you wasn't aligned with your growth. Maybe the opportunity you missed would have distracted you from your purpose. Maybe the job you didn't get would have limited your potential. The universe sees the bigger picture, and sometimes what feels like rejection is actually redirection, steering you gently toward your true destiny. You are a co-creator with the universe, not the controller of time. Your role is to believe, to act with love, and to stay open. The universe's role is to handle the timing, the details, and the how. When you trust the process, you create space for miracles to occur naturally. Anxiety blocks energy, trust opens the flow. You don't have to rush. You don't have to compete. You don't have to chase. What's meant for you cannot be missed, and it cannot arrive too early. Every pause is sacred. Every season has its purpose. The winter of your life prepares you for the spring that's coming. The quiet moments where nothing seems to happen are the moments your soul is being strengthened. You are being guided, trained, and molded into the version of yourself who can handle the blessings waiting ahead. So breathe deeply and remind yourself everything is on schedule. Say this to your heart: I release my need to control time. I trust that what's mine will find me when I am ready. I believe in divine order, divine flow, and divine timing. The universe is never late, and neither am I. When things don't happen as quickly as you hope, it's easy to believe that life has forgotten you. You begin to question your worth, your dreams, and even your faith. But delays are not denials. The universe doesn't say no to your desires. It often says, not yet. Every pause, every silence, every detour has meaning. It's not working against you. It's working for you. What you see as a delay is often the universe rearranging circumstances so that what you receive truly serves your highest good. Sometimes, when something takes longer than expected, it's not because you are unworthy or unlucky. It's because there's something you still need to learn, heal, or release before the door can open. The universe is kind. It doesn't give you what you ask for until you're ready to hold it with grace. You may think you're prepared, but life always knows what's best for your soul's growth. If your blessing arrived too soon, it could overwhelm you. If it came too early, you might not recognize it as the gift that it is. Divine timing ensures that your dreams arrive not when you want them, but when you can truly appreciate and sustain them. Think about the seasons. No matter how much you wish for spring, winter cannot be rushed. The soil must rest. The earth must prepare. The same is true for your life. The waiting period is not wasted. It's sacred preparation. It's in the waiting that you build patience, strength, and faith. You learn to trust your inner guidance. You learn to stop forcing outcomes and start flowing with life. Every delay is shaping you into the version of yourself who can receive what's coming and not lose it once it arrives. If you look back, you'll notice moments when you thought something was over. A dream that died, a relationship that ended, an opportunity that slipped away, only to realize later that something better took its place. At the time, you couldn't see it, but now you understand that what you called a delay was really divine redirection. You weren't being punished, you were being protected. The door that closed wasn't a rejection. It was a form of grace, steering you away from something that wasn't aligned with your future. The universe's language is subtle. It communicates through pauses, reroutes, and moments of stillness. Those moments are not empty. They are full of unseen activity. While you think nothing is happening, the universe is weaving together details. People, timing, energy, and opportunities to create the perfect conditions for your manifestation. It's like a puzzle being assembled behind the curtain. You may not see all the pieces, but trust that they are falling into place in perfect harmony. When you shift your perspective from frustration to trust, everything changes. Instead of asking, why is this taking so long? Ask, what is this delay teaching me? Maybe it's teaching you patience. Maybe it's strengthening your faith. Maybe it's helping you release the need to control outcomes. Remember, the more you cling to the need for things to happen now, the more resistance you create. But when you surrender, when you soften into trust, you allow the flow of life to carry you where you're meant to be. A delay is often an invitation to focus inward, to heal your heart, to nurture your peace, to grow your self-worth. It's a time to prepare for what you prayed for. Use the waiting as a sacred space to align your energy. Don't stop believing just because you can't see movement. The unseen is often the most active part of your journey. Every divine delay carries wisdom. It's a pause filled with purpose. When your heart grows impatient, remind yourself the universe is never confused. It knows the right time, the right way, and the right sequence. What's meant for you is not lost. It's only being refined, perfected, and polished so that when it arrives, it stays. So breathe, relax your grip on time. Trust that every not yet is preparing you for a bigger yes than you imagined. Your dream is not denied. It's simply aligning. And when it comes, it will make sense why it had to take this long. Say to yourself softly, I trust the timing of my life. Every delay is a blessing in disguise. What is meant for me is already on its way, and it will arrive in perfect, divine timing. One of the greatest lessons in life is learning to surrender, not in defeat, but in trust. When you set an intention, the energy of creation begins to move immediately. But it's not your job to control how it unfolds or when it happens. The moment you try to manage every detail, you step out of flow and into resistance. The need to control comes from fear that things won't work out, fear that the universe won't come through, fear that you're on your own. But when you surrender the how, and when you declare that you trust something greater than your mind, you step into alignment with divine intelligence. And that's when magic begins. The mind always wants a plan, a schedule, a guarantee. It wants to know exactly when your manifestation will arrive and how it will happen. But the universe doesn't work in straight lines. It moves in patterns, synchronicities, and unseen currents. What looks like a delay or detour might actually be the shortcut. What looks like a setback could be a divine setup. You can't see the entire map, but the universe can. Your only responsibility is to stay clear about what you desire and keep your vibration aligned with it. The rest will unfold in perfect timing and in ways you could never have predicted. When you let go of the how and when you open yourself to receive in limitless ways, sometimes what you think you want is just a fraction of what's truly possible for you. Your imagination may be strong, but the universe's creativity is infinite. When you insist on things unfolding your way, you limit the possibilities. When you release control and say, I trust life to bring me what's best for me, you invite miracles that exceed your expectations. Think about times in your past when things didn't go according to plan, yet turned out far better than you imagined. The job you didn't get that led you to your real purpose. The relationship that ended, making space for true love. The disappointment that opened a new door. You didn't plan those outcomes. They happened because something greater was guiding you. That same force is guiding you now. Surrender doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing what you can with love and faith, and then letting go of the rest. Take inspired action, trust your intuition, and allow the universe to handle the timing. You are not meant to struggle, chase, or overthink. You are meant to flow. When you act from a place of peace instead of panic, your energy becomes magnetic. Life responds not to your worry, but to your belief. Sometimes the reason things haven't manifested yet is because your energy is still entangled with fear or doubt. The universe waits for you to relax, to stop asking, when will it come? And start saying, it's already on its way. That shift in energy changes everything. Faith is calm. It doesn't rush. It knows that the seed has been planted and it's only a matter of divine timing before it blooms. Letting go of the how, and when also means trusting the journey itself. You might not have everything you want right now, but you are always being led toward it. Each experience, each challenge, each pause is shaping you into the person who can hold your blessings with grace. The universe is not just delivering outcomes, it's building your strength, your patience, and your wisdom. The truth is, the more you let go, the more you receive. The universe loves to surprise you. It loves to work through unexpected channels, coincidences, and chance encounters. Your manifestation might come through a simple conversation, a sudden opportunity, or an idea that lights up your mind. That's why you can't predict the how and when. It's too vast, too miraculous, too beautifully orchestrated for the human mind to comprehend. So release your grip, breathe deeply, whisper to yourself, I don't need to know how or when. I trust the divine order of life. Everything is working out perfectly for me. When you surrender, you shift from effort to ease, from doubt to trust, from control to creation. And in that peaceful space, the universe can finally do what it does best, deliver everything you've been asking for in ways that will leave you in awe. Remember, your desire is already on its way. You don't need to chase it or figure it out. Just stay aligned, stay grateful, and stay open. What's meant for you will find its way, not through force, but through flow. When you ask for something from the universe, it listens instantly. The energy of your desire is received, and the process of creation begins. But manifestation is not only about asking, it's also about becoming. To receive what you prayed for, you must align with it. You can't ask for abundance while living in lack, or pray for love while holding on to fear. Preparation is the invisible bridge between desire and fulfillment. It's how you tell the universe, I am ready. When you prepare for what you prayed for, you shift from wishing to expecting. Wishing is passive, it waits for proof. Expectation is active, it makes room. When you truly believe that your dream is on its way, you start organizing your life around it. You let go of what no longer serves you, you create space for the new, and you begin living as if your desire is already done. This energy of readiness attracts your manifestation faster because it aligns your vibration with your faith. Think about it. If you knew your dream was guaranteed, how would you act today? Would you speak differently? Would you carry yourself with more confidence? Would you treat yourself with more love? That's the power of preparation. You're not waiting for external validation. You're becoming the version of yourself who can hold the blessing before it arrives. The universe doesn't give you what you want. It mirrors what you are ready for. Preparation also means healing the parts of yourself that could sabotage your blessings. If you want love, heal your fear of being abandoned. If you want abundance, release the belief that money is hard to earn. If you want peace, stop feeding your mind with chaos. Every prayer is a call for expansion, and that means change. Sometimes the reason your blessing hasn't arrived yet is because you're still carrying old energy that can't coexist with what you've asked for. The universe isn't withholding anything. It's waiting for your readiness to match your request. Think of your life as a garden. When you plant seeds, you don't just sit and hope they'll grow. You water them, protect them, and clear away weeds that could choke them. That's what preparation is, tending to your inner garden so your desires can take root. You nurture faith instead of fear, gratitude instead of worry, and patience instead of doubt. The work you do within creates the space for miracles to bloom without. Sometimes preparation looks like quiet work. It's waking up earlier to build new habits. It's letting go of toxic relationships that drain your spirit. It's learning to say no to what doesn't align with your growth. It's forgiving the past so your heart is open for the future. Every act of alignment sends a signal to the universe that says, I'm serious about my evolution. I'm ready for what's next. It's easy to pray and then wait, but true manifestation asks you to participate. If you want love, start loving yourself deeply. If you want success, start showing up with discipline and passion. If you want abundance, practice gratitude for the money and opportunities you already have. You can't attract from a state of need. You attract from a state of belief. The more you prepare, the more your energy says, it's already mine. The universe always matches your vibration, not your words. If you say you want something but live as if it's impossible, the universe feels your doubt. But when you prepare for it, even without evidence, your energy becomes magnetic. You move from waiting to welcoming. And in that space of readiness, your prayer begins to take physical form. So get ready. Clear your space, your mind, and your heart. Release what doesn't belong in your next chapter. Visualize your dream as if it has already arrived, and let your actions reflect your faith. The universe loves a prepared heart. It rushes to meet those who are ready. Say to yourself, I am preparing for my blessings. I am ready for the love, the peace, and the abundance I prayed for. I act as if it's already done. I trust that what's meant for me is on its way, and I am becoming the person who can receive it fully. Your preparation is your declaration of belief. Don't just pray and wait. Pray and become. Because when your energy, your thoughts, and your actions align with your desire, there is nothing that can stop it from finding you. There is a divine intelligence that moves through every event in your life, guiding you with love, even when it doesn't feel like it. Everything is working in your favor, even when you can't see it. The challenges, the delays, the heartbreaks, and the unexpected turns are all part of a higher plan, a plan that is shaping you into the person you were always meant to become. Life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. Every experience, no matter how painful or confusing, is an essential piece of your soul's growth. It's easy to see the good when everything goes your way, but the real strength of faith is born when nothing seems to make sense, and you still choose to believe that the universe knows what it's doing. That's when your energy shifts from fear to trust. You begin to understand that even closed doors are blessings in disguise. Sometimes, the universe withholds something you want because it knows it would limit you, not liberate you. What feels like a loss might actually be divine protection, steering you away from what's not meant to be yours. You've probably had moments when you looked back on a situation that once broke your heart and realized it was preparing you for something much greater. The job that didn't work out led you to your purpose. The relationship that ended taught you self-worth. The silence that once scared you helped you hear your intuition clearly. In hindsight, you can see that everything had to happen exactly as it did for you to become who you are today. That's the beauty of divine order. It all fits together perfectly, even when you can't see the full picture yet. The universe is constantly rearranging itself to match your energy. When you focus on fear, you see obstacles. When you focus on faith, you see guidance. The moment you choose to trust that life is for you, your entire perspective changes. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? and start asking, what is this teaching me? This single shift turns pain into power and struggle into strength. It allows you to rise above circumstances and see the hidden blessings behind every situation. Even the hardest seasons of your life serve a sacred purpose. The storm doesn't come to destroy you, it comes to cleanse you, to remove what no longer aligns with your destiny. When you're in the middle of it, it's hard to see beyond the chaos. But when the dust settles, you'll realize that everything that fell away had to fall away. What's meant for you can never be taken, and what's not meant for you cannot stay. Trust that life knows what it's doing. You are being guided with precision. Every person you meet, every delay, every detour is divinely orchestrated to help you align with your higher path. Even when doors close, others are quietly opening, ones that lead to peace, purpose, and fulfillment. The universe never makes mistakes. What seems unfair now might one day be the very thing that brings you the deepest gratitude. Faith is not about having everything figured out. It's about walking through uncertainty with an open heart, knowing that every step, even the painful ones, are leading you somewhere better. Life is always unfolding in your favor, even if you can't see the destination yet. You are being shaped, molded, and refined for something extraordinary. When you start to trust this truth, you begin to relax into the flow of life. You stop resisting change. You stop clinging to what's leaving. You begin to say, if this is happening, it must be for my good. That simple belief opens the way for miracles. Your energy becomes lighter, your heart becomes freer, and blessings start appearing in unexpected ways. So breathe and let go of the need to understand everything. The answers will come at the right time. The clarity will arrive when it's meant to. For now, rest in the knowing that you are guided, supported, and deeply loved by a universe that never works against you. Say this softly to your heart. Everything in my life is unfolding perfectly for my highest good. I may not understand it yet, but I trust it. Every challenge is a lesson. Every delay is divine, and every experience is shaping me into who I am meant to be. Life is always working in my favor. You are not behind, not forgotten, and not unlucky. You are exactly where you need to be. The universe has never made a mistake with your life, and it never will. Trust is not something you find outside of yourself. It's a vibration you nurture within. When you stay in the vibration of trust, you send a clear message to the universe that says, I believe in the goodness of life. I know everything is working out for me. Trust is not about having all the answers. It's about feeling safe even when you don't. It's knowing that what's meant for you is already in motion. Even if you can't yet see it with your eyes, the energy of trust is peaceful. It doesn't chase, control, or demand. It simply allows. It lets life flow without forcing outcomes. When you trust, you release resistance, and in doing so, you open the door for blessings to enter. The moment you stop doubting, the universe can finally deliver what it's been preparing for you all along. Doubt delays, but faith accelerates. Trust acts like a magnet, pulling your desires closer through the frequency of calm belief. So many people try to manifest from a place of worry. They say they trust, but their energy is full of fear. True trust is silent and steady. It's the knowing that you're taken care of, even in moments of uncertainty. You may not know how or when things will unfold, but you know that they will. It's that unwavering inner peace that says, everything I need is coming. I don't have to rush. The universe responds to this kind of energy with ease, speed, and grace. When you lose trust, you fall into the vibration of lack. You start focusing on what's missing instead of what's unfolding. But when you stay in the vibration of trust, you align with abundance, because trust is rooted in love, not fear. Fear says, what if it doesn't happen? Trust says, it's already on its way. Fear closes your heart, trust keeps it open. And only an open heart can receive miracles. Trust is built moment by moment. It's choosing faith over doubt again and again. It's the small decisions you make daily. To speak kindly to yourself, to believe that good things are coming, to take action from love rather than anxiety. Each time you choose trust, you strengthen your energetic alignment with what you desire. It's not a one-time act, it's a daily practice. Like breathing, it becomes part of how you live. Even when things appear to fall apart, staying in trust means remembering that life always has a higher plan. What looks like an ending might actually be a divine redirection. The universe might be clearing space for something greater. You don't have to see the whole path. Just take the next step with faith. Trust is walking in darkness with the inner knowing that the light will appear when it's time. The vibration of trust also changes how you feel about waiting. Waiting doesn't have to feel heavy or anxious. When you truly trust, waiting becomes peaceful. You start to enjoy the journey instead of constantly reaching for the destination. You become more present, more grateful, more open. And ironically, when you reach this calm state, what you desire comes faster, because your energy is finally clear enough to receive it. One of the most powerful ways to stay in the vibration of trust is through gratitude. Gratitude grounds you in the energy of abundance. When you give thanks for what you already have, you're affirming your belief that life is generous. You're telling the universe, I trust you enough to celebrate what's here right now. And when you do that, more things arrive for you to be grateful for. Gratitude multiplies blessings because it is born from trust. Whenever doubt tries to creep in, remind yourself that you are being guided. The universe has perfect timing and perfect precision. What's meant for you cannot be lost, and what's not meant for you cannot stay. You don't need to beg, chase, or force anything. Your only job is to align with peace and trust that everything you need will unfold exactly as it should. Breathe deeply and affirm, I am safe in the timing of my life. I choose trust over fear, peace over worry, and faith over doubt. I know that everything is unfolding perfectly for my highest good. Trust is not weakness. It's strength in its purest form. It's the power to stay calm in uncertainty, to smile in the midst of delay, and to believe even when you have no proof. When you stay in the vibration of trust, you live in harmony with the universe. And in that harmony, everything you've asked for finds its way to you easily and effortlessly.